country where I come from, the truth is irony. Just like animal farm, justice mean inequity. So who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Christian can say silence, Islamic leaders silence, kings and queens silence, traditional leaders silence. So who go say the truth? We are the workers of composite call. Now by area, why no better? We are the workers of composite call. One guy's out here, why no better? Who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Oh, you need it to see what I see. So now your friend on an iron come at them. Only papi obeka na sembia. So I want to bet you everybody was afraid. And when Tina to my cottage again, once my boy dumping one and but who go tell the truth? Nanai or say me, Nanso bien person beka wasam because everybody is afraid. Anya safwe muayini, aku drop on yina dalima. Who go say the truth? Obiaja konson so to grow your man set to me be a cacobrafo. If when you know yet, if when you know yet. Na so kutrata down so be dia back or why no keke. I fene for be man mo pia for efwe. No cross on my mo. Anya safwe muayini. Aku drop on yina dalima. Who go say the truth? Abaya di bote chino, yedi bi bebo nyande bi. Kachi sa udi o ma o pipi numa, udi o ma never shine my frafonsa. But who go tell the truth? TUC silence, even journalists silence. So then who go say the truth? Right is right, wrong is wrong, no matter how you justify. You say you wanna get rid of corruption, someone want to help you, now the person become your target. Jobless no they mean senseless, poverty no they mean useless. One day, then go resist.
It is 6:06. A very good evening and welcome to MyView here on TodayGhanaNews TV. My name is Lawrence. You are wondering who is here today. Yes, I'm sitting in for your regular host. I'm sitting in for a regular host today. So welcome. If you just joined us, I just want to remind you this show is live on a lot of platforms. In Eastern region, we are live on 93.5 High FM in action. We are loud in Adeliman Community Information Center, Rara in UT region, Fans TV in Aflao, Catalina Ghana Community Center, and a lot of places. So welcome. If you just join in, make sure you share, especially when you join us on Facebook or any of our streaming platforms. The search handle is TodayGhanaNews TV. Make sure you share and you also add your voice to whatever topic we are going to discuss. Today is going to be interesting because we are focusing on women. We are focusing on gender equality, throwing more light on women and how we cannot balance the equation when it comes to women taking up leadership roles and higher positions. This is what we'll be discussing this evening. And like I intimated earlier, please, a topic like this needs your voice. We need your opinions, your thoughts, your suggestions, your everything. So make sure you join in and share with us. We'll be so glad to read all your messages to the people. My colleague Albert Alan Dachi wouldn't be here, so like I intimated earlier, I'm sitting in for him, and I'll be your host for today, just for today. Trust me, today. I know you miss him already. He'll be back soon. Today, I'm so much privileged to be joined on the show by one amazing woman. In fact, I'll call her an advocate when we talk about women. Because of the show we are running today, you know, it's very important to have women on the show. And when we talk about, you know, we're going to have a good show. Rebecca, popularly known in the political circles as Becky Stone, is the NDC Deputy Women's Organizer in UK Ireland chapter. And she's the one I'll be having joining me in the studio for a conversation like this. But before then, let me go straight to the studio and introduce her. Right after that, I'll just take you straight to the background of what we are coming to discuss today. And we just dive into the conversation properly. Auntie Becky, good evening.
Good evening, Comrade Lawrence. Thank you so much for having me. Good evening to your cherished viewers and listeners all over the globe. Thank you.
Welcome. I'm quite excited about the topic today. Before I even delve in deeper, I would give you like some few minutes just to send some, or say hi to people, then continue with the conversation today.
Okay. Thank you very, very much. I would like to take this opportunity to say or to send my greetings to all respected comrades in the diaspora, first of almost, all the diaspora. I salute all of you, especially women, for all the great work you are doing. And then I would like to come to my home, that is the UK and Ireland chapter. I would like to salute our chairman, Chairman Conrad Dumba, and the chapter women's organizer, Mary Gardiner, and the entire chapter executives, not forgetting the branch executives and every member of the chapter. I thank you sincerely, and I salute you for the wonderful work, for your resilience, for forging ahead and flying the flag of the NDC. And one or two more people that I would like to specially dedicate this program to. Her Excellency Saba Zita Benson, the UK and Ireland High Commissioner. Mommy, this evening, I send my greetings to you and I salute you. Also, the Deputy Women's Organizer National and the current CEO of Maslock, in the person of Abigail Elom Akwambia Mensah. We thank you so much for your support for the women's wing in the UK and Ireland. We appreciate you so much. We thank you for being there with us through thick and thin. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. In as much as we are not trying to be biased on the program, today I want every woman, no matter the race, no matter the flag, or no matter the colors, every woman, I just want you here. Come closer. Just get a seat and let's have this conversation properly. Her voice, her power. This is a strong topic I'm coming to discuss today. We are just zooming in straight to the role of women in strengthening democracy and good governance. So this is a theme that we have, and our topic is Voice Her Power. This is a program from the NDC Women's Wing Broader Political Empowerment and Advocacy Initiative, a team that emphasizes on increasing women political representation and enhancing decision-making roles and addressing gender disparities within the Ghanaian governance system. I think it's going to be a wonderful, because in our circles, there's been a time where we are not, or there's a part where we are not even allowing women to take up the roles that they deserve. We are always boxing the women somewhere, and we doing our own thing. And how does some of these things affect us as a nation, where women are not given a chance at the table to discuss political matters? They are not being allowed to take up leadership roles. When a woman is seen taking up some roles and decisions, they are seen to be bossy. There's been several instances in our parliament where if a woman rises to talk, it's like, even if she's making sense, it doesn't really matter to anybody, because we feel it's men that matter. We are looking at this topic, and this is why today's conversation is quite sensitive. Let me zoom straight to Madam Becky Stone, as everybody know her. Let's talk about our political system, or our political structure, governance structure, and how women, the effect of women not being given the chance at the table to discuss national issues, international issues. How does it affect us?
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, I would like to touch on the theme, her voice, her power. So for me, this theme reminds us that women are not just participants. We are not just numbers when it comes to, the political and government sphere. We are not just participants. We are essential, or we play a critical role in shaping governance, and not just governance, but good governance, promoting accountability, and building stronger communities. And we all know, but I will always quote this everywhere I go. The late Dr. Agri, he said something so profound. And I think people need to, delve into this thing properly and look at it. Because since the beginning of creation, women has been there. Women have taken the lead. Women have been there. And sometimes people think women are weak. But for a man to be brought into this world, it is women. Without women, there will be no community. Without women, there will be no nation. Without women, there will be no world. I mean, women play pivotal role. We are the backbone of the economy. Women are doctors, even in the home. And even when you take women who are not educated, we play several roles. We are doctors, we are accountants, we are teachers. We play most of the roles, or majority of the roles in the community. And I remember during the World War, when men were at war, it was the women here in the United Kingdom. It was the women that stood to build the nation. It was the women, in the absence of the men, they stood to make sure that the country didn't collapse. Now, when we talk about the difficulties, the challenges that you have mentioned, Yes, women, we have our challenges. Women, when we are pregnant, we go through a lot of things. We go through hormonal changes. We go through changes. Some women will even go to the extent of losing their lives just to bring children to this world. And sometimes this discrimination is when, say, we are on maternity leave. There is discrimination. People think, oh, we can't contribute. When we are nursing our babies, people think, oh, women can't contribute because as for men, they don't need to take care of any baby. They don't need to nurse babies. And we are being looked down upon. But I am so happy, even though we are not there yet, I am happy that a lot of things are coming up. I have seen women are taking the challenge and they are occupying key positions. And you can see the results. They are yielding positive results. Take, for example, the first ever vice president, female of the Republic of Ghana, in no other person than Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. And I remember our opponents, look at the name callings, look at the things they said about this woman. What is her crime? She could have sat behind the scenes. She could have decided that she won't put herself forward, but she has sacrificed her time, her health, her family, everything, and she's put herself forward to serve Mother Ghana. And I feel so proud. I feel proud anytime I see her. I feel so proud with the wonderful works she is doing. Look at this Women's Bank. And we will go more into that. But thank you. This is the few things that I have enumerated so far. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I just want you to share with me, looking at the numbers. When we talk about the rise of women in our political space and the higher tables, we always feel there is some sort of imbalance. And it's been said that women are their own enemies. How do you break this down for us? We just want to understand why sometimes women rise and women are the same people fighting among themselves, trying to bring you guys down in our political circles.
So I will say from my personal experience, when we talk about women supporting women, we think that any woman can just get up and be supported. As a woman, you have to present yourself. Remember, I talked about accountability. I talked about building stronger communities. I am talking about integrity. I am talking about the way you carry yourself, the way you talk, the way you even look down on other women, your utterances, because you can't just get up and then, carry yourself anyhow and you expect people to support you or to push you. Because there is a saying in Akan, which literally means that anyone who is climbing a tree, not just a tree, but a good tree, needs to be pushed. So first of all, you have to make that effort. You need to do a deep searching. You need to ask yourself, what am I bringing? What qualities do I have? What skill set do I have to bring forward? You just can't come, empty and expect to be supported. And that is something that people have been, criticizing women because our attitude, it doesn't match the qualities that we are looking. It's not business as usual. We need to stand out as women. We need to be unique. We need to stand out because, like you said, the competition is huge. So if you want to climb, then you need to do that homework and make sure that you are coming with something on the table. You are coming with something that is beyond, the normal. And when you do that, that is where you get that support. Thank you.
Right. Asad, I think female parliamentary representation from January 2026, from January 2025 coming to 2026 rose to like 0.3% this year, from just 27.2% to 27.5%. And at this pace, how many generations will it take to reach that parity where we should have voters' care?
That is a challenge in itself. And I think governments also we need an input from governments. So for example, every political party, when you put, say, percentage, some of the seats that no man should contest, that will help. But when we go for primaries, especially in Africa, our political atmosphere is about money, money, money. So even if you have, you have the qualities as a woman, the competition is so huge that if you don't have the financial strength to match your opponent, then they will carry the day, and this thing needs to, it needs to go. Maybe if they pass a law, they pass it into law to ensure that women are given, a certain percentage in parliament, and not just in parliament, but in government. And I know His Excellency the President, he's doing a lot, with this government. You can see a lot of women who are, taking a role in the current government. But having said that, we still need more women. We still need more women to take up.
Like you rightly intimated earlier. We have a vice president who is a female, and we've had some women taking up position. Do you think this is the right direction in bridging the gap between our women and men when it comes to our governance system? Let's talk about globally and even local.
Yes, like I said, this challenge, we live in a male-dominated, in terms of government, not even government, but in terms of the corporate institutions. We live in a global phenomena where men carry the day. And sometimes it's very difficult as a woman to even break through because of the men dominating most of the institutions in government and in politics. It is really, really difficult, for women to break through. So that is what I mentioned earlier, that they need to have a policy. They need to pass a law that will protect a percentage that women can occupy, so that when they put themselves forward, it will be easier for them, because it is the competition is very, very, it's competitive, really. It is.
So we want to understand the barriers that is hindering women to climb up to the political ladder. We just want to understand what are some of the hindrances, the barriers, the blockades that stops women from getting to the higher places.
So number one, I mentioned about finances. Number two, not even finances, the structure itself. The structure of every nation, the structure of the political arena. All of this, it brings barriers already. There are barriers already in the way that the political atmosphere has been structured. And like I said, they have been male dominated all this while. Because look, as women, we have children, we have the home to look after. As a man, he will just get up and go. But it is the women that need to, pick up the pieces, who need to manage the home. And as a woman, if you have a child, you have your children to also look after. You have your family to make sure that the family unit doesn't break. So as women, we already come with our hands full. And then the structures are not helping. Financially, we all know for a woman, look at this a lot of things that has happened in the past, what women have to go through. For a woman to reach a higher level or to climb the ladder, they will be subjected to, a lot of things that I don't want to mention here, like sexually being abused, being put down, words, people will hurt their emotions. And it takes a lot of courage for women to come up there. And some of them, especially the married women, because of this blackmail, sexual blackmail and other things, their husbands will not even allow them to even put themselves forward in the first place. So these are some of the few challenges, even though there are a lot of them. And like I said, financially, for example, as well, as a woman, say you are pregnant in the course of your career. I mean, you need a break to come and nurse your baby before you go back. All these things contribute to the challenges that women face.
Thank you, Madam Becky. So far, I think we've done like 30 minutes of the show. And at this juncture, I would like to just take a break. Just a quick breather. When I come back, I'll read some of the messages that are in, then we'll continue the conversation. This is My View live on Today Ghana News TV. I'll be back. Don't go nowhere.
Welcome to Beyond Makeup, where beauty and confidence are taken to a whole new level. Here, we pamper and take care of you like royalty. Enjoy our gentle waxing, refreshing facials, and soothing massages that melt away stress and leave your skin glowing. We also offer professional makeup services, manicures, pedicures, durable nail extensions, and perfectly sculpted ombre brows. We give you the most perfect soft lashes that highlight your natural beauty. At Beyond Makeup, every visit is more than just a service. It's an experience of care, elegance, and transformation. Locate us at Chado Last Stop or call us on 0559 933 505 or 0506 474 911. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Beyond Makeup, your journey to wellness starts here.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. Enka osro hine. Ka apostle Stephen Amuakuhu, okwantrofo penyi ene kofabaye edema Inner World of God Ministry International. Ewa biblical truth. Miminda ediye nimi ene miminda bia. Abra abo enumre nonso Ghana time. Yeyini life ewa Today Ghana News TV. Biblical truths. Power, power, power.
Right, we are back. The program is still MyView live on TodayGhanaNews TV on the Twitch, satellite, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. The search handle is TodayGhanaNews TV. We are also live on the 9FM 93.5 in Achimhim and Kings Radio in Accra, Jamframa TV at Rara in the T region, Second Information Center at Tatali Northern Ghana, Diliman Community Information Center, Fans TV at Aflao in the Volta region. Please, at this juncture, I would like to acknowledge some few people who have joined us on our live platforms. I can see Mr. Peter Hassler, my own buddy, my own daddy. Happy belated Father's Day. I can see Robert Kimpe. I can see Rita Atuli Buamensa. Thank you for sharing and thanks for comments. Let me read some of the messages we have in so far. Nanata Fumu says, welcome back to our home, watching from Tatali Northern Ghana, and greetings to Second Information. Greetings from Second Information Center listeners. Thank you so much, Nanata Fumu, for your message. Make sure you share. Mr. Peter Hassler, my own daddy, says, good to see you in our bed seat. In fact, our bed seat is very hot. I'm managing to feel it. Thank you so much, Daddy. Robert Kipi says, Madam Becky Stone on the seat, very hardworking and dedicated to the NDC, watching from Paris, France. Thank you so much, Robert. We also have Jamframa TV says, watching from Rara in the T region, Madam Becky Stone is unbreakable. Of course, the name is Stone. It's very difficult to break. Rita Tulibu Amensa says, we are proud of our own one and only DWO. Thank you. Kwekuyevu says, kindly asks, what are the barriers hindering women to climb to the political ladder? Watching from Suhum in the eastern region. We have Peter says, Wise West, Madam Becky. Wise West Becky. Coming from Peter Hassler in the UK. We have NDC Diaspora Union. Says, good evening, Lawrence and Becky Stone. We are witness to her hard work and loyalty to the NDC. Watching from Amsterdam, Holland. Right. Asampa Hinebwaji says, yes, madam is right. Even apart from the money issues, women have a lot to take care of at home and society. These are some of the messages that are tripping in. I will pause here and go back to Madam Becky for us to continue with our show. Okay, so back on the show, Madam Becky, I just want to also find out from you some of the issues we encounter when it comes to electability and voter behavior from the polling stations where women candidates are judged by likability, double standard, competent, but cold, warm, the way and manner women are being attacked anytime they rise to speak, anytime they act in a certain way, trying to put things right and how people see them.
Yes. So I term that violence, intimidation, and abuse against women. And most of the times, female politicians go through all this. They face harassment, they face threats, they sometimes character assassination. And we all know, even though it is part of politics, that people, for no reason, they will even say things that you haven't even done. Some of them would not even have met you. But one thing that I have noticed, this fake news, it is really eating into our politics and the societal norms. In the past, we didn't have all this. In the past, when women stand, even though it was difficult in those days, but the few women who were bold to put themselves forward did not face this harassment, intimidation, abuse from our people. And when you look at African politics, it is so dirty that, by the time you even decide to put yourself forward, I'm telling you, The abuse that you will take alone will even bring your spirit down. And this is all because, like I said, the monocracy. You know, people will just pay people to just intimidate women. And we need to understand this, that when we talk about politics, it is about bringing your ideas to bear. It is about bringing your policies to bear. But nowadays, it's not like that. When you vote, that is where people will rather vote for you, which is very sad. And because of that, many women even fear to put themselves forward. Because when you look at it, they are only putting themselves forward to contribute their quota to nation building. That is all. You know? And when you see most women, when women are at the helms of affairs, corruption is less. Women always ensure that they work with their integrity intact. But people don't want it that way. You know, and it is really sad. And this, I am making this statement here, that this should be discouraged. As many women who are capable entering public life, entering into government, entering into politics, are, afraid to put themselves forward.
We encountered several instances from Parliament. I will not mention names, but where a woman rises to contribute to a discussion and being attacked by a man on several locations from where you sit. How do we address some of these issues? I'm asking this question in a sense that before even politics, I want us to go back to the olden days where in our traditional cycle where we have women even giving all the power to a man, because you cannot, in Ghana, for instance, in the Ashanti tribe, you cannot have a king without a woman appointing that person to be or to become a king. If we respect that in our traditional way, why can't we bring this to the political circles or the government structure where women will be respected enough, for instance, when they rise to talk or even contribute to some of the things that is being discussed? How do we keep some of these instances? How do we solve these issues?
I think in the first place, we need to strengthen our institutions. I know there are laws, but the laws are not working. And when the laws are being strengthened, when policies are strengthened and implemented in the latter, and then people are penalized or punished for standing against women for no reason, I think it will come down. Because this country, you all know, even where you are, in Germany, in France, in Europe, you can't just abuse a woman and go scot-free. The law will deal with you. And I think until something is done about strengthening the laws to make it work and then be implemented to the latter, then it will go on. Because people can say things and then they go scot-free.
So if before we even get closer to the discussion or draw down the curtain for the discussion, based on the topic we are discussing, how do we relate to the conference that was held in the UK, the Women's Wing Conference? What was the vision? What did you intended to achieve at the end of the day?
Okay, so the conference, the women's conference that was held in Reading, it brought a powerful reminder that women, when we are empowered, when women are enabled, democracy will be strengthened, good governance will flourish. And for us, we saw some of the speakers coming to talk about their challenges, and they were so resilient. We saw women who were resilient, even to some who were not even educated, but yet they rose above all these challenges to get to where they are. So, in fact, people sharing their lived experiences was, something that brought energy to the women. It took the women to reflect and tell themselves that they can also do it. You need to have that resilience, be resilient despite the challenges, like I said, because at this point in time, women are still underrepresented, and the policies, because they are underrepresented and men are making the policies, it is not impacting on us. We are not experiencing that lived experience, So this program really brought us together to network and to exchange ideas and to sharpen, energize ourselves, to tell ourselves that we can also do it. If someone has done it, we can also do it. So her voice, her power means that every woman has a voice. And we need to speak that voice. We need to voice it out. We need to speak truth to power to ensure that our voices are heard. And I would like to also take this opportunity to tell every woman, your voice matters and your contributions can shape the future. Therefore, don't sit down, don't be quiet. Don't sit on the sideline. Say it, be bold, and speak out. And eventually we will be heard, because when we keep on shouting from the rooftop, something will be done about it.
Right. So my question now is, from all that we've mentioned, what are the steps to be taken to make sure we balance this? Because in as much as now we even have a vice president who is a female, we have some women who are also doing well in the political cycles. There's still some sort of imbalances. How do we balance it?
So, first of all, I think we need more mentors, women mentoring young women, even from the early years. We need to start from there and let the girl child know that they are capable, equally capable, in the classrooms, wherever they are. Their voice matters. As Africans, we always shut our children, especially the girls. Be quiet, you are a girl. When men are talking, be quiet. That needs to stop. That stigmatization needs to stop. We need to empower our children. We need to empower the young ones. We need more mentors to let them know that they are equally good, even more good or better, to put it in that way. They can also achieve something. We have women pilots. We have women engineers. We have women who are taking more roles that men, it was in quote, men's job. It was for men. These days, women are doing it. And if women are doing it, then when we come to politics, when we come to governance, women can also do that.
Can you run me through some of the steps, for instance, the NDC as a political party has taken in making sure you shape some of these young women in the party to take up leadership roles like we'll be discussing today?
Okay, so I think we have one of our ladies, her name has escaped me. She started something, Bridget. She's now
Bonnie.
Bridget Bonnie.
Oh, my body.
And I really admire her, you know, from behind. I admire her so much that she started the 18 plus, you know, bringing out the youth, because the youth are the future. And look at a woman, you know, doing this. Another person that I also admire so much, Madam Obo Obiadakun. She is doing this amazing work, but we need more of this. We need more of this. Another person who has started something that we are supporting her is Mary Asante. She's in France. You know, she has also started something that is empowering women back home. You know, but we need more. We need more of the Mary Asantes. We need more of the Bridget Bonnies. We need more of the Obo Obies. We need more women to come forward. But you know, it's really difficult. But I know we will get there once we put our mind to it and we come together. We will be able to forge ahead and make sure that when we are not there, other women will also come up and take that role. Sorry, you are muted. Yeah.
We've been talking about women supporting women, and not long ago, because of there was this political friction, there was tension, I think before the elections, where we saw something happen to, I wouldn't want to mention name, but from the two big political parties, opposition parties, it was like a verbal, it even went beyond verbal. And it was war, and you could see a woman attacking woman because they are all in different, or they've got different political colors. Now, if we say we are trying to empower women, and this is what we always see when women fight among themselves because of political power, are we doing ourselves good or harm in promoting this women supporting women agenda?
Like I said, you know, one thing I need to make clear when we talk about women supporting women, I mentioned already, it's just a term, it's an umbrella. It is not all women. You understand? We need real women who will be role model. It's not every woman. Some women, when you give them the power, they become corrupt. And I need to speak to that. We want women who will sanitize the environment, who will make a statement, who will impact on the generation yet to come. And in terms of talking about women attacking women, I would like to disassociate myself from that.
Okay.
Because it is not supposed to be that. If we are from different political colors, that doesn't mean we are enemies. Like I said, we need to talk about policies. We need to talk about what you can bring to the table. You understand? Not personal attacks, not personal vendettas. It's not helping us. And
because I'm thinking when we see some of these things, especially on the media, in our constituencies, in our localities, it is not even making it appealing or enticing enough for a woman to go for a position if they know a fellow woman will attack her verbally. And at the point, sometimes it gets too physical. What's appealing about it again?
Yeah, you remember I mentioned that. And because of that, many people don't want. But what I think we need is we need education. We need education. And like I said, we need policies, because here in the UK, you don't have the right to even lie about an opponent. It is against the policies of the democracy here in the UK. And so if we are able to implement and educate our people that, look, if you want to put yourself forward, just tell the population, tell the voters what you can bring on board. But attacking someone it's not the best. When you attack somebody, you are not telling what you are bringing on board. And these are the people that when they are voted into power, they don't do anything. They rather bring the country down. They rather teach the younger ones the wrong things. They are not good mentors. They are not good role models. So we need to, until we sit up and we frown on those things, we educate ourselves to say that, look, when it is time for politics, it is not about insult. It is about what you can bring to the table, what you can do to move the nation forward. Then people will stop that. When voters begin to vote for people who are able to tell them what they can bring on board, then these things will go down. It will stop.
What cue? You mentioned about education. What cue do you think young girls or women should take from some of the people you mentioned earlier, commending them on the works that they are doing? What cue do you think we should take from them to become some people like them?
So the cues that you take from them is, for me, like I said, look at the impact they are making wherever they are. And people will always want to be somewhere that their names will be recognized for the good reasons and not for the bad reasons. So these are some of the cues. Look at them, the way they carry themselves, the integrity, the power, not just abusing of power, but making sure that insisting on the right things to be done, and making sure that when they are there, they also open the door for other women. They open the door for other people to come in and also taste and see how it feels. Then I think people will be more, willing to put themselves forward. Because, for example, if I see a woman who comes to public space and doesn't speak well, their utterances are discouraging, this will not bring people on board, because everywhere you go, the world is watching. And this today, everywhere, because of AI, because of technology, from the comfort of our homes, we can see what people are doing. You cannot hide. So when you are able to carry yourself and make sure that you impact positively into the community, it will encourage people to also put themselves forward. They will desire to be like you. And I think that is what I see in these wonderful women.
Right. It is 55 minutes past 6, and our time is getting closer. But before we go, Madam Becky, yourself, I think from when we started reading the comments, I could see people, saying good things about you. But give me 3 women in Ghana that inspires you the most.
Okay.
3.
So the first woman, obviously, is my mother.
Okay.
Her strength, her tenacity, her resilience is what has made me what I am today. And there were other women who discovered me. I was a girl from a background of polygamy. My dad married 3 wives. And you know what happens in that sense.
Happy Father's Day to him.
Sorry?
Happy belated Father's Day to him.
Your dad. Yes. Yeah. He's dead now. He's not here. But yeah, and wherever he is, happy belated. But I have to go through a lot of struggle. But these women, like I said, we need those mentors. This woman, she was just my next door neighbor. Her name is Vivian Ajari. Wherever she is, she's in the US. This woman saw what was in me. She took me as her own. She nurtured me. Women like Millicent, women like Mama Nyamiche, there are a lot of them. They brought me out and they nurtured me. And these are the things that we are looking for, nurturing, enabling people, empowering them to let them know that they are also enough. Let them know that they are also important. They have a future. Without them, I wouldn't have been where I am. So I salute them wherever they are. And I say, thank you so much for where you've brought me. What you invested in me, it's yielding. My mother's resilience is what has kept me going. And me, I don't give up easily. And it is because my mother didn't give up. That is why I'm here today.
Thank you. I think I've had your last words, Madam Rebecca, popularly known as Madam Becky Stone, NDC Deputy Women's Organizer, UK, Ireland. It's been amazing having you on the show. We did this show in respect to the women's conference that was held in the UK, the Women's Wing Conference. And today, I think we've learned a lot about women and how we can be able to bridge the gap between women and men when it comes to governance. And because women are very important, like if anybody stands anywhere and say, hey, when it comes to politics, governance, women, then you don't know your history. You don't know the background, because even from our background, when it becomes critical, the men have to go to the women to consult and now bring us their final verdict. So this is how women are important, and this is how they've been important, and this is how they will continue to be important. So I think we should respect them and give them the proper seats at the table when it comes to discussion. Nana comes says, watching you live from my office. Nana come District Chief Executive, Gomua East. Madam Honorable, respect to you. Good evening and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, Madam. I think you've made your last words, or if there's anything you want to say again, I would.
Yes, I just want to say this, that the theme, her voice, her power, is not just a theme. It is a call to action. And we will keep calling to action until something is done. And I will urge everyone, whether you are a man, you are a woman, let us continue to create spaces where women can lead, where women can inspire and contribute to building stronger institutions and a better future for a generation to come. On this note, I said, thank you so much for having me. Thank you for the lovely comments from the cherished viewers and listeners. I really appreciate the time today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Becky Stone. That is Guy. Becky Stone, thank you so much, Madam Rebecca. It's been a beautiful conversation, and I believe henceforth we'll give women their proper space. We'll respect them, and there wouldn't be any bully when it comes to governance. Please, it's been honor having all of you around. It's been great. Today I sat in the big seat of my big brother Albert, and I think it's been interesting. He's the regular host of the show. Next week he'll be back with another exciting edition of My View live on TodayGhanaNews TV. My name is Lawrence Apiniebwa. Like I intimated earlier, I sat in for Albert. I'll leave you, but before I go, I want to say a happy belated Father's Day to my own boss, my own sir, Mr. Seth Addy. He's been an amazing father to all of us. and Mr. Peter Hassler. I'm saying it on this platform. He's an amazing father. And everybody, all the men we have here. Thank you so much for being part of today's show. Next week, Monday like this, we'll be back with another interesting edition. For now, it's a bye.
The country where I come from, the truth is irony. Just like animal farm, justice mean inequity. So who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Christian can say silence, Islamic leaders silence, kings and queens silence.